Poštovani gledalci, dobrodošli u novu emisiju SWISHCAST Podcast. Hvala vam na podršci koju smo do sada dobili. Sa nama je višestruki MVP VTB lige i VTB Superkupa koji se odigrao u Beogradu prošle godine, Melo Trimble. Melo, first of all, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good too, thanks for the question. Now, how will you introduce yourself to someone who is seeing you first time? As player and as a person?
As a player, I would just, describe me, point guard, shooting guard for CSKA Moscow. I'm from the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia. I spent my lifetime there. I also went to college there as well. Had a stint with the NBA and the G League, and I played in other countries such as Australia, Spain, Turkey, China, and I've been in Russia for 3 years.
What makes you happy in life outside of basketball, like some hobby or stuff you want to do?
What makes me happy? Just knowing that I could take care of my family. That makes me the most happy because I've seen my parents, work really hard just to get me to where I'm at now, and now I'm able to return the favor.
Who were your idols growing up? Some role models I had to
Role
say.
model? I'll say Kyrie Irving, my favorite point guard, and also just him as a person. He does what feels best for him, and he doesn't care about what other people think. And I kind of like to look up to someone like that because, the world can also change people, but him, he stays true to himself, and I like that.
What is your favorite destination and season through your period between start of your career and signing in China?
I would say Turkey. Turkey was a nice time. I think that really was one of my best years. I think Spain definitely took me to where I'm at now because Spain at the time was one of the top leagues, and I was able to perform really well, and that's how I was able to get to Turkey, China, and obviously here to CSKA.
Before coming to CSKA, you joined the Shanghai Sharks, and many people describe China as fun places to play basketball and to live life. So
Yeah.
how would you rate that experience?
It was okay. It was during the COVID time, so I had to quarantine, and we had to play basketball in the bubble. Didn't really get a chance to explore the city as much as I wanted to. And Shanghai is one of the best cities as well. And I think if I was there, before COVID or even now, I would have more of a good time. But I had a decent time while I was there, just meeting other people from around the world, from China, and to be able to, eat their food and play their style of basketball.
What did you know about CSKA's history and legacy when you first signed with them?
Just knowing they were one of the best teams ever to play European basketball, and I was really excited to join the team, just to be part of this legacy. And even when I went to Spain, just seeing and hearing people talk about CSKA a lot was something that, a place that I had to be at if I ever had gotten a chance, and I got the chance, and now I'm here.
How important for you are your teammates from season to season in CSKA and that type of roster consistency?
Yeah, I think it's very important, especially for me to feel comfortable. Since I've played my career up until CSKA, I've been on team to team and different roster, different people, personalities, different coaches, and I think I've definitely found a home with CSKA, being with the same team for 3 years, same players, same coach, and it's fun. It's definitely feels like home.
How do you feel about your individual game in VTB League, and it is improved,
Yeah.
I can say?
I definitely think it's improved. I think I've definitely found, ways just to continue to get better and stay hungry and wanting to not settle for where I'm at now, but just like I said, always get better. And I always try to find somewhere where I can motivate myself, and that's what I've been doing for the past 3 years. Every year I found something to motivate me to get better.
You've won VTB League titles and MVP awards multiple times, and how important are those achievements to you?
I think the most important award for me is definitely just winning. I mean, the individual awards is nice as well, but I think nothing's better than winning a title because not a lot of people can say they do that. They can win MVPs, but as far as winning titles, they can't say they have done that. So for me to get both is very special, but, you know, with this team, it's even more special getting the title, well, especially, you know, with them, they had 2-3 years where they didn't win it, and for me to come back and get 2 in a row, it feels really good.
There was a unique season where you named the league MVP and 6th man of the year, so can you tell me that story?
You know, just the dynamic of how the coach at the time wanted to coach. You know, I was coming off the bench and, you know, I had to adapt to that role. It was my first time coming off the bench so many games and just that was my first year in CSKA. So, you know, me to adjust to a new team and a new coach, and obviously going to CSKA makes you nervous because, you know, you're on one of the best teams. So for me, it was a challenge and I was able to adapt to it, and things happened throughout the year. You know, we got a new coach during the playoffs, and you know, I maintained my composure and I was able to adjust to that as well and just be who I am.
How you reacted the first time you saw the fans and the loyalty and passion they are?
In CSKA?
Yep.
You know, it's a lot different from where I played, where there were fans that were more diehard fans. Like, when I mean diehard, I mean like, you know, they'd do anything during the game. When I was in Turkey playing for Galatasaray, it was definitely different from the fans in Moscow, but these fans are just as good as far as, you know, loving us as a team and supporting us. So, you know, the love and support they give me is definitely special, especially for me being so far from home. You know, being here in Moscow, you know, I could feel the genuine love. So I definitely like it. And they travel everywhere. They were here in Serbia. Wherever we play at, they're always there. It could be 10 people. They're there. So
they were
really
here
like
yesterday.
Yes, they were. So I like it. It's very supportive of them, and can't ask for anything more.
The Super Cup in Belgrade in September, October, I think, where you MVP again. That tournament was interesting because your league teams lost to Russian teams. So is that some kind of detail that somebody missed, that really good quality of basketball is locked in Russia today?
I think people just look at Russia as like, oh, we're not in the European competition, that we don't have talented players, but definitely not top 4 with, you know, us, Onyx, Zenit, Lokomotiv. We have talent there and we could beat any team in Europe. I mean, anybody can lose, but I think consistently, I think we can definitely compete with any team anywhere in Europe. So I think people kind of forgot about that, and, you know, when we win games like that, I think it's a reminder that, you know, those teams are still really good.
Russian teams have been absent from the EuroLeague for 4 consecutive seasons, I think. And how do you personally view a potential return of CSKA and other teams in EuroLeague?
I mean, I hope it happens. Like I said, I think that, you know, we can compete with teams in the EuroLeague, and we've shown it 2 years in a row. We beat Red Star. Red Star's a good team as well, and, you know, we were able to beat them. But, I mean, I just think that, you know, when it happens, it'll be really good for the league as well, because I think it's important, you know, especially the name like CSKA to be back in EuroLeague. Everyone wants that. So, and I just hope that, you know, I'm a part of it.
If CSKA were competing in today's EuroLeague, where do you think you guys will be ranked on the table?
With this team, I mean, I think that with this team we'll for sure be top 10, just because how we compete and, you know, our motivation when we play teams in EuroLeague. I think that we'll definitely be top 10. And with our coach, you know, our coach, he's been EuroLeague coach. He's been there for I don't know how many years and won titles, so he definitely knows what it takes to get there. So I definitely think he'll get us there, you know, with this roster.
Is your coach in CSKA best you work with?
Yes, he is. He's the best coach I've worked with. It's between him and my high school coach. They definitely found out who I am, and, you know, brought me in close, and it's been great. But at the professional level, definitely Coach Vistola has been the best I've worked with, and hopefully we continue to work with each other.
How do you personally view the ban of Russian athletes from international championships and Russian clubs from? I
think it's unfortunate because, you know, I'm not a politician or anything like that, but there's always something going on in the world with other countries, and they have allowed them to still play in the European competitions, and I think it's a little unfair at this point. It's been 4-5 years and it hasn't been the same. And the good thing about the Russian league, they're able to still have good basketball. So that's credit to them. But I think, to ban them for so long, it's been kind of unfortunate. I think it's time for a change.
And last question, what would you be if you weren't a basketball player?
What would I be? Man, I'm not sure. I always get asked this question. I never have the right answer because, basketball's been, where I'm from, you either play basketball or football. And when you're good at one sport, you stick with that sport and you continue to grow with that sport. And, when I, develop skills in basketball, I just stick with basketball and there was no plan B. So I always stuck with basketball. But other than that, I can't really see myself doing anything else. But I don't know, maybe a businessman because as, playing in the sport, you get to learn that there is a business side of it. So maybe I'll get into that. I still have a year left of school. So who knows? After basketball, maybe I'll go back, maybe I won't. But hopefully I make the right decision so I don't have to go back. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Poštovani gledaoci, hvala što ste bili uz nas. Ovo je bio Melo Trimble, a vi ostanite uz nas za još ovakvih videa. Pozdrav!